from somewhere.
Hey everybody, I'm Ryan Stocks. Today's episode featuring Museum of Light is being recorded live from somewhere.
Does the body die? Easy to believe death is made in the image of life. Osiris locked in an Osiris-shaped box and thrown in a river. Of course, he made it out alive in the end. We are concerned with different kinds of sublimation. Men into myths, arguments into legends. Does the body die? Don't ask us. in the other. Lying listing at the edge of the waves. If what we call the body and what we call the mind must both perish, does it matter what goes first and what dissolves somewhere between first and last?
Don't come too often. Don't think you can stay.
So, we're filming today at the St. John's Cathedral. And I think they're still all having breakfast at this cafe that's right here. We're gonna go see if we can't find them. Shove a camera in their face inside a restaurant because you know everybody loves that.
How's your breakfast, boys?
So good.
Very good.
What you got there?
I got eggs Benedict.
Mine is meat on the side. You know.
What you got? You know, classic. Got the hash.
Got a nice hash going on.
Oh yeah, that's the Hungarian goulash, right?
Yeah, that's what.
Oh, it's a goulash.
Yeah, buddy.
What'd you get?
In quarantine. Hollandaise, avocado, bacon, spinach. Delicious. I'm a bit of an Eggs Benedict connoisseur.
I've caught on to that.
Go get Ryan coming in. I want to get his reaction. He hasn't been here before.
In fact, I might need someone to hold me up.
Okay. If you burst into flames.
Here it is, dude.
This is your first time in too, right?
Yeah. I've never been in here.
Oh.
Sweet.
You just immediately feel like overtaken by the presence of the space.
But the feeling of like lightness too. You know what I mean? It's not like a heavy feeling. It's just like so light.
It's an energy. Like, holy smokes.
Stand right here, dude.
This is absolutely gorgeous.
How you doing, Sam?
Are you kidding me? Dude,
Is this how is this?
this is insane. Insane. I can't believe we're filming in here. This is gorgeous. Goosebumps.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna need you. We'll be able to we'll probably lift it. 'Cause we'll
Can you
probably
see him?
From that door. Yeah. They're right here.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
It's real.
Can you play that? Yeah.
I'm sitting here with Museum of Light. They just ripped a killer set here in this cathedral somewhere. Thank you for sharing that with us. Like that was, as we were discussing earlier, that was a massive treat. Like the pairing here couldn't have been more perfect. So it really means a lot that you gave us the early part of your day before your show later this evening to come and do this. It meant the world.
Absolutely. Yeah.
How did it feel on your end, other than hot?
Awesome.
Yeah.
Huge sounding. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it felt incredible, honestly. Like, yeah, just it's hard not to be inspired and just like look up. And like I said, I think earlier, I got distracted like halfway through the set. Like, oh yeah, yeah. It's like this grand, amazing place. So yeah, thanks for having us. It's super amazing.
I'm so glad it lined up, and I'm so glad you were able to make it over from the East Coast.
Yeah, me too. Thank you.
Yeah,
Psyched.
Good travels all the way over?
Easy, and I've sung in a lot of cathedrals, and this is like up there.
Yeah.
This is up there on the list.
This is a good one.
And you said this is the first time you've sung in a cathedral with the band, though, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, how would you compare the experiences? Like, do you approach your performance differently?
Definitely.
Yeah, I would imagine.
Definitely, much differently. I mean, I've been working as a singer for several decades, and along with that comes working in churches and singing as a hired singer in those kinds of services. And a lot of that is, I don't want to say phoning in. I've done a lot of it, so it's really easy to just sort of slip into like, I'm in service mode.
I see.
And this is like, oh, I get to actually like really enjoy this space in a full kind of way, not in a like, go stand back there and do the thing. I hired you to do a thing way.
Well, and how do you like teaching?
Oh, I love teaching.
Yeah.
I love teaching. I've been teaching voice for a long time, and my background is in classical singing, so that's what I taught for a really long time, and like other kinds of styles and genres, lots of musical theater and pop singers. But I've transitioned recently. I left academia not long after the pandemic for very obvious reasons. And now I teach privately, and most of my students are kind of in this world.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I teach a lot of screamers, a lot of yellers, and it's awesome.
Nice.
It's really, really great.
So what's one tip you can give right now to somebody trying to do an aggressive vocal style?
Oh man, learn about breath support.
Breath support.
That is the number one thing.
Okay, breath support.
Yeah.
Making notes for myself.
Yeah.
No.
Breath support. We can talk later.
Your new album, Diviner, it's amazing. I've listened to it at home, on my commute to work, at the gym. It's right up my alley. It's so good. And you recorded in Norway.
We did.
Tell me about
recorded
that.
in
That's
Norway.
amazing.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of bizarre, and every time we bring it up, people are like, "Is this is this a joke?" But I believe, Rob, you saw the photo and started correspondence with Scott Evans from band Calhoun City. He records a lot of great bands. Fantastic engineer. He recorded our first album, Horizon, which we did at Shark Bite in Oakland.
Yeah.
And then, Rob came across a photo of him shooting recording a Swiss band in Norway.
Yeah.
Scott recording.
Yeah.
I just saw the photo and I immediately texted him. I'm like, hey, where are you right now? And he's like, this place called Ocean Sound. And I just kind of said, I'm assuming guys like us can't afford it. And he's like, oh, you'd be surprised. And we just kind of kept talking about it. And I think within like a week, Ted and I had made our minds up. Like, we're going, and you're going to come with us. And like,
That's so great.
Then we went into like the convincing mode because and that's like how we talked about it. Because I think we talked about it a lot as like a joke. Like it was like, we'll go record in Norway. And then we kind of looked at it and, it really, because you can stay at Ocean Sound, and that's included in the price,
nice.
It ended up being not that different from a place here, from a professional studio here. And, we've all recorded in windowless rooms in industrial parts of cities across the country.
Mm-hmm.
And the deathbed story came up a lot, you're in the home and it's like, I once recorded in Cleveland in a factory. Like, that's not as cool as I once recorded in Norway. And maybe no one will believe you, but you know that you did it.
Yeah.
And so we started talking about it, and Scott was like, are you sure? This is a twice in a lifetime experience, because he was going back. But once we committed it, it's one of those things you can't get out of your head.
Yeah.
And Bartlett, Jeff, came into the band about 6 months, maybe a little more than that, right before. And so when you started playing bass with us, we had to sit you down and be like, okay, cool. So we're going to record an album. And you're like, great, that sounds awesome. And then they're like, but here's the thing.
Here's the thing, welcome to the band. We need you to learn like 19 songs, and we're gonna go record in Norway, 3 to 4 months from now. What do you think?
Hope your passport's
all right.
normal stuff.
Yeah, if nothing else, I'm down for dumb shit like that.
That's so cool.
And that's what we did.
Yeah, have to shout out the SOs too, because I think a lot of people would be like, that's crazy, you're not doing that. But Jenny and Tabby.
I was in two bands at the time where this was my second band that I was joining, and I kind of had this talk with my wife, like, hey, okay, so I'm gonna be in two bands, it's gonna be 2 practices a week, you know what I mean, like more shows, and also these guys, like, they wanna do this Norway thing, like, do you think that's okay? And she was like, you would be a moron if you don't join that band.
Absolutely,
like,
yeah.
You should definitely do that, and I'm coming with you. So,
Oh, good. She got to go too.
I think all of our significant others
And it came at the
that's
end,
so
and then we
great.
spent another week
Yeah,
sightseeing.
Oh,
built-in vacation.
It was terrible because we're recording, right? So we're at the studio,
Yeah.
and like I'm the bass player. It was done on day 2, and then my wife, I'm at the studio just hanging out on the control room couch. My wife is like cavorting about the Arctic Circle, sending me photos of these ridiculous
Good
places.
for
Like,
her.
Look where I am. I'm like, well, I'm on a couch and it's day 3 of vocals, like.
But the ocean was
you
right
win.
there,
Right.
and there's lots of windows.
I was okay.
So,
It was okay.
That's so great. So, like you mentioned, though, once you're in it, you said it kind of felt familiar, like plenty of other studios you'd been in before here at stateside. But how much do you think the fact that you were in Norway, how much did that impact what you were laying down on tape? Because you wrote everything at home, but then traveling to Norway to record this. What impact would you say that?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, we did. We knew we were going over there, and so we brought a ton of material. In retrospect, more than we should have, but we were like, okay, we want to squeeze the most out of this. Let's try and
If we're going all that way, let's
Absolutely.
bring 2 albums worth of material, and it ended up being too much because like Scott, to his credit, is really great at keeping the trains running on time. And I think he got into his head, he's like, 19 songs, we will not fail. We're going to get every single one of them. So it made it pretty breakneck. And then, of course, the record is like 10 songs or so, 9 and 11?
Yeah, I think it's 11.
I think
Yeah.
11.
Yeah.
That's how much I listen
Ballpark.
to it. Anyway,
Double check us later. Yeah.
but and so we kind of like settled and ended up finishing, kind of leaning heavily on a bunch of songs. But we kind of didn't know which ones were going to make it when we left. But yeah, the studio was, I would say, it's nicer than most of the studios we record at. We recorded at some great studios, and this is like it's near the top probably. It just gear-wise, sound-wise, certainly environment.
And also there's windows everywhere.
Yeah.
So everywhere you look, you're looking out at.
Which
wow.
completely inspires you, of course.
Absolutely.
And we were finishing some things like lyrics and some vocals.
Sure.
Yep.
So if you're like, this is an old problem that probably everyone I've ever played in a band with will complain about. It's like, cool, we're recording and Ted has like half of his lyrics done. But there's a big difference when you're, again, in the windowless recording studio, or you're out standing by broken glass in the dumpster, or you walk a couple hundred yards along the Norwegian Sea and sit on a bunch of rocks and watch seabirds and seals. It's impossible not to be inspired by that.
I have a great photo of you on like a jetty with a notebook and an iPhone playing our own songs and writing out the lyrics that you're going to record like an hour later in the studio.
To your credit, you made me
Wow.
look very cool. You can't see the panic, the sheer panic on my face. But yeah,
No pressure.
Yeah, so that definitely influenced the sound, and yeah, there was also, we ended up recording some found sound, just opening the window.
Yeah,
and
we had the
sticking
window
mic
open all
outside.
day, hearing birds and hearing the ocean. At some point, Scott's like, let's just set up a mic and just leave it running. And
Yeah,
Absolutely.
and made one of the songs. Yeah. So, but yeah, definitely influenced the sound, and
Yeah.
and Scott really has a lot to do with that too, with making it sound enormous. And so I think he was inspired too.
It truly does sound enormous, and having seen you live here now, the energy that you exert live is captured very well on record, both records.
It's awesome.
I tell you something.
over. When they come up, the weather will be fine or not. Maybe it will rain. Fire.
I've wanted for nothing. I wanted too much. I sold you for nothing. The gift of your touch.
I'm tired of writing letters to you. I close my eyes and stare at the sun. There, that pointless feeling.
I've crossed all the oceans and traveled the ground to learn that you left me and burn what we found.
Make sure to get your reaction as you walk in for the first time, because it's just the energy just hits you like a wall.
What do you have to go through to get a place like this? This is
Lots of emails.
Incessant emails.
prayer.
Power
of prayer. Oh my god.
Holy Can I say fuck in a cathedral?
This is.
I think you just did.
I think about being proud of
This
that.
is.
Oh my god.
Welcome to Spokane, folks.
What? I didn't want to underestimate Spokane. I had no idea you had this. This is crazy. How old is this place?
1929. Wow. And I guess, apparently it was built, and then they waited 2 decades before they could rebuild it because it was like during the Great Depression.
Yeah.
So like they started it, and then 20 years later they finished it.
How are we doing today?
Fantastic. This is incredible.
You excited?
Very excited, yeah. It's not often you get to load out into a place like this, it's amazingly stimulating and inspiring the whole time, We're not loading through a dim hallway, down some dingy stairs, and yeah, this is beyond incredible for sure.
I mean, because there's going to be the left and right shots too, though. So do you want me in the corridor? I would say in there, or on that side, over on that side. Like it would probably be easiest because you could just run the snake right into there. Yeah, but then you won't be able to see, like you're saying.
That's fine.
Okay. But I feel like this is our best bet, bro. Like right here, just run that snake right into here and just have audio like right here.
I need to
So how you feeling?
Just very good, man. Very excited. Oh, wow. I gotta get some B-roll of my own here.
What do you think about this location?
It is crazy. I've driven by here like so many times and I had no idea.
Doesn't it look so different inside?
It does, yeah.
How much of what you're writing, whether it be lyrically or sonically, just across the board, how much of it is a cathartic release or self-reflective, or or is it more abstract? What kind of where are you coming from, and what's tying it all together as for individuals?
I'll let Ted speak about lyrics, but musically, I think that the cathartic release part for sure. Like I think that's we get in a room and we start playing until we kind of have that kind of feeling, and then like, oh, that's it right there. Like, and then usually take that and then afterwards kind of maybe shape it into something. But it kind of starts with that. Like once we all have that one idea that we're like, oh, when everyone's head's nodding, we're like, okay, that's the starting point. Yeah.
I think a lot of what we stumbled into with this band is Rob and I kind of started playing together. We've been in bands before, and for this one, we were like, okay, cool. It's another project. We don't know where it's going. What do we want this to sound like? And we kind of woodshedded for a while and kind of set up margins and barriers. And I think it's really easy if you're a musician to kind of get in your own way, overthink things. And when we started putting in those margins and those restrictions, we were like actually playing less, doing less, trying to do the thing that just feels right. First thought, best thought in some ways. We refine it and redo it over and over. But that was kind of like a value. It's like if it doesn't have that immediacy, if you're not connecting to it below the neck, and I love tons and tons of hyper-intellectual, difficult music, but that was just kind of a core value, is like we want people to just like connect to this in this way. And so musically, each song has to kind of have that, bass level, caveman, makes you want to nod to it. But then hopefully there's complexity and beauty and little things that leak out from what is in many ways a simple or a really straightforward structure. So musically, that's where it comes from. And when you do that, there are all kinds of things that you have to focus on that make the difference. So we pulled Bartlett into the band. We're like, okay, so a lot of times you're going to be jamming on an open string, like a lot. And so if you do that, it's really important for you to have a really incredible, authoritative tone that just levels people. And you had it, and you worked on it, and yeah. So.
You guys say that like I don't enjoy banging the living shit out of an open string. It's the fun part.
But we pulled you from a band, and you were an amazing bassist, but you were playing in like 13/8 all the time. And so it was like, are you sure? And
this is I mean, song structure wise, it's this fairly simple band, but there's a ton of nuance, and there's not a lot of room to hide, and there's a lot of things that we have to get right to make this work. And I think we put in the time to do that, right? We're not just, okay, we wrote this one riff, the song's done. But also, like, if the riff worked, like, don't overthink it. Like, that's the riff,
right? Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and we kind of know if it's simple over time. If it feels like not enough, we'll know. It needs to be durable through several, rehearsals or iterations. I guess lyrically, I'm a big fan of finding like the universal and the specific. So, but also almost not giving you enough to know specifically what I'm talking about. But hopefully there are images or feelings that are. That'll help you make up your own story. So I could tell you each song has a very particular meaning and a very particular story, or at least a nugget that inspired it. But I'm probably not going to tell you what it is because I'm more interested. I mean, maybe you could push me, but I'm more interested in how having something that I need to connect to it so that it feels real and emotional when I'm singing it, and hopefully we all are. But then I want people to attach whatever feeling they have. I don't want to tell them what that feeling is, and not be so specific as to let them know what that is.
Have you had any good feedback from fans or listeners that maybe surprised you or that touched you in some sort of way?
Probably the best is there is a guy who lives, he's from New Zealand, but he lives in Australia. And he ordered Horizon, our first record, and had a heart incident where he had to go. So he hadn't opened the record. He had this like traumatic, I can't remember if it was a heart attack or an arrhythmia, but had to be hospitalized.
His heart stopped.
His heart stopped, basically.
Wow.
Younger guy, but He went to the hospital, barely survived, and then came back. He did survive, recovered fully, thankfully, came back. You know, it was like, oh, before all of this happened, I ordered a record a month ago or however long it was.
Yeah.
Opened it up, and he happened to throw on side 2 of Horizon, which starts with a song called How Everybody Dies. And we don't actually sing on that song, but we have a sampled spoken word passage of somebody, and it sounds like they're going through a near-death experience. They're actually describing an extreme mushroom trip, but it sounds like a near-death experience. And so to this guy, Johnny, he was like, you know, I just came out of a near-death experience. I'm now listening to this near-death experience. And so he reached out to us to tell us that story. You know, this guy in Australia, like a Kiwi in Australia, you're just like, I never knew. I mean, that's why you do this, because it's really fun, but then occasionally you get surprised where you're like, somebody connected to this in that way, you know, all the way over there. So
that's amazing.
Yeah, this I think this comes out later. So by the time people see this, it's not on the record, but we have another single coming out that we'll probably release as a tour-only 7-inch. And he basically said, he's like, I love your music and it has a special place because of this. If you ever need anything, let me know. He's like, I'd love to just give you my story. And so he recorded his experience. And so that's the spoken word on this song called Long Dark, most likely. That will be out hopefully at the beginning of the summer.
Wow.
So,
and he's doing fine now? He's okay?
He's doing great.
Oh,
yeah,
good.
he's doing great. He's, as far as I know.
Yeah.
Still.
Wow, what a story.
Yeah. That's the best one I've heard.
What's up, you guys? We're Museum of Light. We're from Seattle, Washington. Thank you so much for having us in this incredible place. Honored to be here.
states go to disorder. That's one way to say it. A glass of water knocked from the table as you pass, flinging out an instant like an arc of ice, nudging the ground with one edge. Before it collapses, the glass becomes a shiver of light in the shape of itself. You put on shoes to sweep the shards while I hold still in the cold center of the room until you can pass your palms over the boards like a diviner, the water spreading into the cracks. I step out of my circle into the room tucked under the roof of an old building, its mess of books, piles of old magazines, sweaters, your boots, and the other things with nowhere else to go. I feel like someone from an old story, say myth. Someone returned against all odds to an old world, the world of the dying, come from the world of the dead. The important thing is to understand the difference.